Hey y'all, Jess here. I'm gonna be making some soap because I ran out. Um, it's just an all-purpose soap. I use it on my hair, my face, body. My fiance uses it. My son uses it when he's here with us. Um, so I'm gonna actually go off the cuff on this one because I had a recipe, but I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm just gonna kind of experiment today and see what I come up with. Let's see. All right, so I have everything that I'm going to use here. Turn this down a little bit more. Um, so I got about a pound of, a little over a pound, 1.1. But yeah, a pound of oatmeal soap base. Um, it's from Elements. It's like the big block. Um, but it's a pound, about a pound of that. Um, I'm adding about a cup of the beeswax pellets to add some substance. Um, let's see. I haven't come up with the measurements for the castor oil and jojoba yet. So let's see what do I feel. I'm using a teaspoon because I have a sneaking suspicion my son took my tablespoon somewhere and hid it on me. So that's okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go solo on this one. So that was probably a tablespoon and a half of jojoba. That felt right. That felt pretty good. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of castor oil. This stuff is pretty thick, but I like it, especially. Yeah, that'll do a teaspoon, especially in the drier months. That can be real helpful for me, anyway. But yeah. I'm gonna put a little. Actually, I'm gonna put this at the end, but I'm gonna add some of the Aztec healing clay, just as like a. I don't know. I don't know why. I might not do that. I'm gonna put it on the side, like, and I might do that. I wanted to add it as like an extra healing, cleaning, extracting, so that this would be extra. I don't know. So maybe like a little tiny, maybe like this much might even be enough. And then the African shea butter, I'm gonna do. Alright, let me wipe this out real quick. Oh, I didn't even use it yet. What am I talking about? Alright. Okay, so I'm probably gonna do 2. Yeah, 2 teaspoons of African shea butter, which is just the unrefined kind of, if I'm not mistaken. So the white shea butter is just this stuff, but without the extra refinement. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they're not. Like, my point is they're not any different, if I'm not mistaken, in any real sense of the any real sense of the word. So yeah, that was about a little over 2 teaspoons of shea butter. I'll put my extra stuff over here to clean. Okay, and I'm gonna just rub this stuff in. Why not? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and melt this down and left my little stove thing over, so I'm gonna have to use my other stove, my actual stove. So I'll take that over there. And while I do that, I'm gonna mix, when it gets closer to the end, I'll add the powder at the end. So I'll probably leave that here. But I'm gonna put frankincense, geranium, and lime. Because they were smelling pretty nice separately, so we'll see. So yeah. All right, I just started the water. We're gonna get that water boiling, and I'm just gonna have that start to melt. Put it there for a bit, and be back in a few. Okay, so we got this almost cooked down. There's still a little bit of chunks of the soap left, if you can see them. So I'm gonna start adding in the 3 scents now. All right, so I'm gonna go with the lime first. Let's see, I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna smell test. This is a decent amount. Maybe a couple more. That was probably about like 20. So let's say about, I don't know, 35. We're eyeballing here. I trust my nose over my counting any day. Alright, I'm gonna say that's good. Now, that's probably about 40 to 45 drops-ish. Alright. I'm gonna do, so I just do droppers of these, so it's up to like the 1 milliliter, above the 1 milliliter, and this is the geranium, so I'm gonna do definitely like 1.5 of that one. That's a pretty strong scent. I'm not gonna do too much of that. And I'm gonna turn this lower. I'll probably turn that off. Turn the heat off. Yeah, that's about right. So I did about a dropper full and half of this bottle. So that was like 1.5 milliliters on the first, 1.5 milliliters on the first dropper, and then half of that on the second. Oops. I just covered my camera. Alright, and then frankincense I'm going to probably do, I don't know. We'll see. Definitely 1. Let's see what we got here. It's pretty sexy. Could use a little more frankincense and probably a little more lime. That's another dropper full. There we go. Definitely more lime. About 55 drops. We'll say that's about 55. Yeah, that's the kind of smell I'm going for. It's like a sexy midnight oil. I don't know. So I'm gonna stir this up real good, get all that incorporated, and I already turned off the heat and let it cool a tiny bit, and I'm gonna add a little bit of the bentonite clay. So I definitely use about a little less than a teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon. I don't want to overdo it because I really don't know how it's going to come out, but I figured it might be interesting to have a little of that clay in there to clean. So I'm just going to incorporate all that and get it to the molds. So I went ahead and took out, I did my clearing ritual to take out any of the imperfections, any energies that were not meant to be in here, and I infused it with the intention that I desired for the soap. Um, and now I'm mixing it in front of, this one's called Morphic Field. This is new that I found actually. High vibrational energy. Um, crystal wave is the channel, but it's transmutation of hate and anger. So I had the bentonite clay in it, and it is to draw out like impurities and just just negative energies in general, and it's super powerful. So that's in there to help to do that as a daily cleanser of energetic field, removing the day's uh, energy pollutions, basically. So that's what I did, and yeah, it feels really good now. I'm gonna go ahead. I have the mold set up, and on the little drying tray I'm gonna put over there just so I don't have a bunch of molds on my desk. Uh, and yeah, then they'll be good to go. Sweet. So it made about 12 and a half basically is what came out after everything was said and done. I spilled a little bit, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna let these set for the rest of the day and see how they turn out later on. And I'll just do a short update on when I use them, because I'm probably going to use one tonight if it's set, because it's kind of hot in here. So we'll see if it settles. It's 3 o'clock in a couple of minutes. So we'll see if it sets. Then I'll use it tonight and see how it feels on the skin, especially with that clay. But yeah, thanks for stopping by.